Hello, I'm recording myself to help with my French accent and Irish accent too. So today is my first time doing a French one, and I've been on YouTube and I found some fantastic links, so I'm kind of combining the two links that I've seen today to help me along, and then recording myself so I can obviously listen to it and see how my mouth is moving, but also I want people to comment on it, tell me where I'm going wrong or where I'm going right, how I can improve, because one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to be stereotypical, I don't want to offend people either. So I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so what I'm first going to do is stress the syllables in certain words. I'll first say it in my mother tongue and then I'll do a French one. So we have cluster, devour, planet, measures, targeted, aliens, opened, observer, different, people, experiences, observation, toilet, woman, waterfall, radius, magic, continent, only, and nightmares. Okay, now I'll do a French accent. Cluster, devour, planète, measures, targeted, alliance, opened, observer, different, people, experiences, observation, toilet, woman, waterfall, radius, magique, continent, only, nightmares. Okay, now I'm going to try and do some tongue twisters. I've done it better before, I have, but I might be a bit nervous because I'm recording myself. Okay, ready? So this tongue twister is: Betty bought butter, but the butter was bitter. So Betty bought better butter to make the bitter butter better. Let's try that in a French accent. Betty bought better butter, the butter was bitter. So Betty bought better butter to make the bitter butter better. Okay, we've got this one here, a classic. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? That's a hard one. Okay, we'll try this one. Leather, never weathered, wetter weather better. Leather, never weathered, wetter weather better. Oh, that was terrible. I'm going to have to practice that one. Okay. What I'm going to try and do as well, I will do a monologue in French. I won't do it in English because I think you can get how I sound normally. So I'll just go in with the accent. Right. Cluster, devour, planet. Okay. Do you remember last summer at Cape Cod? Do you remember one night in the dining room? There was this young naval officer, and he was sitting near our table with two officers. The waiter brought him a message during dinner, at which point he left. Nothing rings a bell? Well, I first saw him that morning in the lobby. He was checking into the hotel and he was following the bellboy with his luggage to the elevator. He glanced at me as he walked past, just a glance, nothing more. I could hardly move. That afternoon, Helena went to the movie with her friend, and you and I made love. And we made plans about our future, and we talked about Helena, and yet at no time was he ever out of my mind. Class. Devour. And I thought that if he wanted me, even if it was only for one night, I was ready to give up everything. You, Helena, my whole life. So I swear with them. And yet it was weird because at the same time, you were dearer to me than ever. And yet that moment my love for you was both tender and sad. I barely slept that night. I woke up the next morning in a panic. I don't know if I was afraid that he had left or that he might still be there. By dinner but by dinner I realised he was gone, and I was relieved. Okay, that was really hard because I started to think of Irish as well. So I know that's really bad, but if you can tell me where I can improve, because obviously I kept going back to these words here to get the accent. But hey, the first time, I'm not going to be brilliant straight away, so feel free to put whatever comment underneath just to help me out. And thanks for watching. Oh, my name's Lauren Hewitt, by the way.